Okay, boys and girls, this is lesson 8.4, world problems. Okay, so let's look at the first one. And I know some of these you could probably figure out in your head, but we need to set it up with an algebraic equation. So here's how we do it. So first it says when a number is doubled, the result is 48. So I see the word is, which is going to help me. And then what is that number? Okay, so if the result is 48, that's what it's going to equal. It's going to equal 48. Okay, what we don't know, the unknown is a variable, so it's that number. So I'm going to put in y. You could put any variable that you want. So what we don't know is y. That's what we're trying to figure out. It's going to equal 48, but only after it is doubled. So doubled means to multiply it by 2. So I'm going to do 2y equals 48. So let's look back at this equation. And it says 2, so that means double y, which is the unknown, which is a variable. That's what we're trying to find, equals 48. So we're trying to figure out what y is. So this is just a regular equation now. So you should know that we need to divide by 2. Divide by 2 because we're multiplying here, so we need the inverse operation. When you do that, those equal 1, so y will equal 24. 48 divided by 2 is 24. Okay? All right, let's try a different one. Number 2 you could do. Let's try number 3. So number 3, it says in the swimming class, 2/5 of, which is going to be multiplication of the participants are girls. There are 24 boys, though, in the class. Find the total number of participants in the class. So we're trying to figure out the total number. Okay. So if I look at this, I see that 2/5 equals the girls. Now, if you need to make a chart, so I'm going to do, let me just redo this. So we have girls and we have boys. So the girls are 2/5. The boys I know are 24. But something else I do know is that if the girls are 2/5, boys have to be 3/5 because it's girls and boys. So 2/5 plus 3/5 is 5/5, which is a whole. Okay, so now I know that the boys are 3/5. So if 2/5 of the participants are girls, then 3/5 of the participants are boys. So I could change this to 3/5 and change this to boys. Now it's going to be a lot easier. So the unknown is the total. So it's 3/5 of the total, and I'll put y for total, equals 24. So let's look at my equation. So I have 3/5, which represents the boys. 3/5 of this is the total, is 24 boys. So now we just solve for y. So if you remember, we have, let me just get a new screen. 3/5 y equals 24. If you remember, we're really multiplying here, so we need to divide. So we could do this a couple ways. I could say, okay, 3/5 divided by 3/5 y equals 24 divided by 3/5. So when we multiply, what we're going to do is the inverse, and I actually wrote this wrong. Let me just erase that. We should put 3/5 y divided by 3/5. Sorry about that. Okay, so when we do this, you should know that keep it, change it, flip it. So it's going to be 3/5 y actually times, flip it, 5/3. Let me just move this up. Oops. Oh, my eraser's not working. Come on. Alright, well, it's not working. Okay, so 3/5 y times 5/3, and you know that that's going to leave y equals, then it's going to be 24 times, keep it, change it, flip it, 5/3. And when you do this, we can simplify. So it'll be 8 times 5, which is 40. So the answer is going to be 40 total students. Now, you should know, though, if it's 3/5 y equals 24, what we're really trying to do is make this 1 y. So to do that, you should know you just have to times it by 5/3. And those will equal 1. And then what you do there, Whatever you do on one side, you got to do on the other side. So it'll be multiplied by 5/3. It's really the same thing. Okay, let's just do one more. So we're going to do number 8. So it says Jason's age is 3 times Shauna's age. So I'm going to make a little chart. Here's Jason. Here's Shauna. Jason's age is 3 times Shauna's present age. So if Shauna's, let's say, S, Jason is going to be 3S. Okay, in 4 years' time, the sum of their ages will be 56. Find their present ages. Okay, so I know they're going to equal 56. I know sum means to add. So I need to add these up, and we're going to figure out how old they are at present age. So first of all, it does say this, though, in 4 years' time. So look, if you're 10 years old now, in 4 years' time, you're going to be 14. If you're 12 years old now, in 4 years' time, you're going to be 16. So all you're going to be really doing is add 4. So we're going to add 4 to each of these. So we have 3S plus 4, which is Jason, plus S plus 4, which is Shauna. So what we need to do then is combine like terms. So we have S and 3 S's. 4S plus 4 and 4 is 8 equals 56. You should know we need to subtract 8 from each side. So 4S will equals 48. Divide by 4. Let me just move this up. Divide by 4, divide by 4. So S will equal 12. Okay, so now I need to go back to my little chart. So S is 12. So right here, here's S. S equals 12, and that's Shauna. So Shauna equals 12. Then how old is Jason? Well, all you have to do is substitute the 12 in for the S there. So it's 3 times 12, which is 36. So Jason will equal 36. And you can check this. 36 plus 12 is 48. If I go back, we have 48 as our answer right there. So it works.